for visiting the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified of future videos. Hey everybody. Today represents the absolute worst recording session that Dan and I have ever had. We went through 3 guitars today and were barely able to get one to kind of work. What follows is what happened with all 3 of them, all of which are going back.
Hey folks, Dan Ryan. Today we are going to be looking at this Firefly Strat copy. Don't know what it looks like, don't know anything about it yet, but let's find out what there is to find out. Except I got a penny in my knife. Doesn't want to open for me.
Here, use mine.
Okay.
Same as yours.
No, mine has a little flip gilly. But it's not opening. What the hell?
Mine has a thing on the back and you just go like this. Just press it in the back.
Like there?
Yep, right there with your fingertip. Just press it down.
Okie doke. Have another one to do, so
Well, I will have fixed your knife long before that. Uh-oh. The coffin is damaged. I said, uh-oh, the coffin is damaged a little bit.
case candy out so we can get rid of this giant piece of styrofoam. Guitar manufacturers.
Oh, great.
Nobody got time for that.
We were like an eighth of an inch away from each other.
Yeah. Well, the problem is it floats, so. And without mentioning anything specific, things that float can sometimes be extremely problematic.
I'll take your word for it.
Before you complain, Leo, this...
I already saw. No problem. I won't complain. It already had a tear in it, and there's nothing you could do about it.
Well, no, there's more on the back, is what I'm saying.
Yep. You might be able to get it now, though. Well, just grab it from the headstock and pull. If it tears, it tears, you know. Just keep going.
No,
Uh-oh. I must have loosened something. I should have tightened.
Okay, well, here it is. It's sparkly.
And it's called Galaxy Black.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's probably an apt name.
And I'm going to zoom in so everybody can see exactly why that is, because it's kind of a multicolored glitter paint job.
Kind of get the full effect. It's sparkly for sure.
Yes, it is.
Play this on stage and the light hits it right, you're liable to blind your audience, or at least some part of your audience.
Well, I think it's pretty. That's why I bought it.
And it's an HSS,
Mm-hmm.
but normally for a Strat, you just basically have two of these, so everything looks pretty much equivalent. This, it's basically a humbucker from a Les Paul type guitar.
Well, I mean, it can be either way, but
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it won't work. I'm just,
like that one over there, the other Firefly Strat we have that's also a fat Strat, right there.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Normally it would be like that. This, I'm not sure what this is.
Truss rod adjustment tool.
Well, but as far as I can tell, this bag is not open.
Mm.
And it seems to have fallen out of the bag. Ooh, that fell out of my hand. It's just a rod. Not exactly sure what that's for.
Well, I guess we'll find out when we don't have it, or
Yeah. Either we will or we won't.
or the guitar falls apart because it's not in it.
So, other than the rod, which I'm assuming came with this guitar, because it wasn't there previously, we got two Allen wrenches, a tiny one and a regular one, which is probably, the tiny one's probably for the bridge, the regular one's for the truss rod. This I have no idea, but I'm going to put it in here anyway. And here's our trim arm.
It's possible because it's got the windlass style truss rod adjustment. It might be for that. At the bottom, like a ERT, at the bottom of the fretboard.
Oh,
It might be for that.
could be. Yeah. That may be. So, the trim arm just sits in there.
Usually on that type, when you lift the trim arm, there's an Allen wrench that you can adjust to tighten that up, just to make it tighten up. It's underneath the trim, underneath the bridge.
Okay.
But it's like that on all those type of guitars.
So it's got a pearloid pick guard with lots of silver screws in it. Do we know what the neck is?
Rosewood,
Okay, it's got an actual rosewood fingerboard.
walnut.
It's looks like a roasted maple neck, and the body's pretty heavy, so it's probably either ash or poplar.
I think it's poplar.
This has locking tuners. Leo told me that. They all appear to be locked down. The neck itself is really nice and smooth. very little, if any, finish on it. A couple of stickers. Designed and backed by
JSN.
Okay. And plastic guard on the back. The trim block looks maybe slightly larger than some of the kind of chintzy ones we've seen lately. Hard to tell, and I don't want to take this off just to look at it. Position switches one might expect. Don't feel any push-pulls on any of the controls. Very nice inlay on the neck. They're mother of pearl dots, it looks like. Most of them are kind of dull, except this one right here on the 9th fret. Well, I don't know if you can see. When I aim it towards the light, this one kind of.
Well, they all at different points shine a little bit, depending on where you're at.
Yeah, see that. This reminds me of an Ert. It's got the rounded frets.
And they are stainless steel frets.
Yep. And it's got the truss adjustment here, which is kind of like there would be. We haven't tuned it up or anything, but the action feels, there's all tension on the strings, and the action feels pretty low. So there you have it, the Firefly Strat copy, HSS Strat copy in Galaxy Black. Yeah, it's not exactly black.
Excuse me.
But it's not exactly anything else either. So, yeah, there's more black than anything else. I will say that for it. It's, if you're doing like a rockabilly act, this would be an excellent guitar. Would go with your nudie suit very well, probably. Anyway, we're going to
Porter Wagner would love it.
Yeah. He wouldn't even have to tune it up or play it. He could just hang it around his neck and kind of walk around with it. Anyway, we're going to take a break now, tune it up, and try the pickups, our normal mode of behavior. And we'll be back in a minute. Thanks.
Oh, by the way, before we go, I don't have COVID anymore, nor do any of the rest of my family. We survived it easily.
Good.
So thanks for all the well wishes.
The gonorrhea is a little harder to get rid of.
Yeah. Geez, thanks, Dan.
Hey, folks. Dan Ryan. We were in the process of reviewing the Firefly Strat copy, HSS Strat copy in Galaxy Black. The guitar had a bridge similar to the one that we had trouble with a few weeks back on the Leo James Tempest, where we had to stop our review and work with the bridge to try to get it to the point where we could at least tune up the guitar and play it. Essentially the same thing happened today, which is and we saw
exactly the same solution.
Yeah, we saw what was going on. We took about 30-40 minutes working with it. Of course, you wouldn't know that, but both Leo and I are somewhat frustrated now because we're trying to review a guitar, and that generally takes about 45 minutes from beginning to end, and we haven't even been able to tune it up, and we're not going to be able to tune it up. And it exhibited the exact same behavior that the Leo James did, which is he kept tuning the E string, and it would get almost up to pitch, and then it would go down as you're turning the tuning head up to the point exactly like the Leo James, where eventually it just tore the ball end off the end of the string.
I need to mention, but this was after we did the fix that we did on the Leo James that worked on the Leo James. It didn't work on this one.
So, I realize there's some ignorance on our part about maybe how to make these bridges behave. On the other hand, if somebody's going to buy a guitar, I've been playing guitar for going on 61 years. If it's that much trouble to just tune it up out of the box, either you should get a different bridge, or you should learn how to install the ones that you're selling, so that a regular person can tune up the guitar and play it. Otherwise, it's a paperweight or a doorstop or something. And the guitar will look nice, and we will get it working, and we will come back and do the full review. But like I said, we're both a little frustrated right now. So we'll get back to you, and you won't even hear this until we do get back to you. We're not going to do a partial review. We're going to get the guitar to the point where it's playable, and I will play it. But I did want to let you know that, and I don't know what it is about those types of bridges. I really don't. I don't see how much better it could be than a simpler one that's probably cheaper, and but at least the simple ones, you push down and it goes, and you put, it is a trim arm, and it does work somewhat. Anyway, I'm going to quit talking, and we'll see you when we get back to this. And now we're going to move on to something else. Thanks. Bye.
So, we decided to unbox the Firefly Les Paul that I purchased. And this is how that went.
Hey folks, Dan Ryan for this episode of Leo and Dan Ryan review generally inexpensive guitars. Not always, but generally. We're looking at this Firefly Les Paul copy, and don't know anything about it. We're going to see post haste.
That was a booger. And just a booger.
Thanks.
Hey, waste not, want not.
I'll make sure to put it in your jar. There is a little bit of case candy. And that's it.
Excuse me.
It's a cord, and looks like some kind of tool. I'm not sure what it's for. And it looks like backing plates or something.
Let me see. I'd like to see that. Oh, that is a pick guard, and
Okay.
and hardware to attach it. So pick guard optional.
All right. Well, today it's not optional. Today it's not going to have a pick guard.
That's true. And if I like it is, it's not going to have a pick guard.
And I'll try my best not to scratch it in the next 30 minutes or so.
Go ahead, try to scratch it.
Okay. Pretty sure I can.
I'm pretty sure you can. That's rather strange.
I tried.
There's something strange about this guitar.
Well, okay. Think of this.
Nice shot. Dan's getting real good at that. I mean, look at that, right in the other one. But,
It's a booger, it's a sticky one, I'll say that much for you.
well,
Okay. This is the Firefly Les Paul copy LP something.
FFLPS.
FFLPS. And do you know what this color is called?
Blue.
Blue?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, but look at the headstock. You notice anything?
Well, it doesn't have that.
It doesn't have a logo on it.
Oh, you're right. Well, what does that say?
It probably says Firefly on the truss rod cover, but, you know, so do all the other ones that are up there. Or it says Elite, maybe, or Classic.
It looks like it says, yeah, it says Elite.
But it's also got no binding at all. I didn't notice that when I bought it. And it's really thick for a Les Paul.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy. In the case candy, there's probably a little knob for this. The screw
Probably
knob.
so.
So, well, this is a beautiful finish. I don't know if you can see that, but this is a really, really pretty finish. Very understated, but good looking. And it's got kind of the Gibson style block inlays on the neck. This thing is very heavy. Has a completely finished neck. Do we know this is a rosewood fingerboard?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. A probable rosewood fingerboard.
No, it is.
Okay.
And by the way, here. You're going to have to reach just a little further. There you go.
All of the hardware is gold.
Except for that little black nipple. But, I mean, kind of reminds me of like a Les Paul Studio because it doesn't have any binding.
No. No binding on the neck. The frets are very well done. They're not the rounded frets, and there is one sharp edge, nothing horrible, just right here. The tuners look to be no-name tuners.
They look like Grover's, are they? I mean, they would say Grover on them.
No, they don't say Grover. Yes, they're Grover style.
Definitely.
Pretty simple guitar, 2 pickups, 3 positions. The knobs seem very sturdy and like, you know, once you set them, they won't move too much on their own. You'd have to actually go back and touch them again. appears that the whole back is black. So the sides and the top are the blue, but everything else.
Sides are black too. It just has a blue edge around the, like
okay.
where it would be bound.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'm seeing the blue edge there.
Right.
All right. So it's a very understated but very handsome guitar, if you ask me.
Well, that's why I bought it. I really liked the way it looked, but I didn't notice it. It didn't have any binding. Or any logo.
Well, it's elite. So there you have it, the Firefly Les Paul FF SLP or something like that.
FFLPS.
FFLPS. Les Paul type guitar. We're going to stop now. We're going to tune it up and look at the pickups, and then we're going to play something for you. Be right back. Hey folks, today we're looking at this Firefly FFLPS Les Paul copy in blue, beautiful blue. Leo noticed it does have a logo on the front, but it's just so dark that it's very difficult to see it.
Hold it up here and maybe I can get it with the light. Let's see here. Come on. You can barely see it. But yes, it does have a logo.
So we tuned it up, and just going to show you what the pickups sound like. Here is the neck pickup. And here is both pickups. And here is the bridge pickup. So there you have it. Much darker in tone than Strat or anything that's got a single coil pickup. Very pretty tone. You could easily do jazz with this on the neck pickup, and you could probably do rock pretty well on the bridge pickup. And the middle, maybe rhythm, but guitars with two pickups and three choices they're pretty simple devices. They're all ways to get around any, I won't even call them deficiencies, but specificities of the guitar. So Les Pauls and Gibson style guitars tend to be darker in tone to begin with, and if that's what you want, it's a good place to start. If you're doing funk, doesn't mean you can't do it with a guitar like this, but it's probably easier to get that sound with a Strat or a Tele.
There is one thing that we need to remember to do.
Which is?
The Bortsian E.
Oh, that's right. Thanks for reminding me. Here you go, Gunter.
There's 2 volumes, 2 tones.
Yeah, but
You only
this is
turn
on one
of them.
pickup and it's completely down.
Okay.
So
we got a little hum.
there's a little hum coming through. And you notice as soon as you touch the neck or the strings, it doesn't happen.
It's not the guitar or the amp. It is the wiring in the house, the barn here.
Okie dokie. Although it doesn't always happen. So, anyway, here's our Bortsian E for this guitar. Still ringing pretty good. Not bad at all. And we'll throw in the A minor 9. Oddly enough, that died away a lot quicker than the E. Anyway, we're going to take one more break, make sure we're still in tune, and find something to play for you, and we'll be right back. Thanks. Hey folks, today we're looking at this Firefly FFLPS Les Paul style guitar in beautiful blue. They just call it blue. This is a blue that I probably would try to come up with a cool name for, because it's a very, very striking color. In getting ready to play this track, I was only on the neck pickup and I had it all the way down. We were getting an amazing amount of hum. Right now, it's wide open, and it's pretty loud. But for the kind of patch we're using, this is not too bad. But when you listen to what happens when you start turn it down. So Leo asked me to do this, so I will do what he requested, which is to do this. Hey! Can you hear that? Hey! So these pickups are quite microphonic. They sound pretty good, but you may want to consider that in your buying plans. So right now we're going to do the Elevated Jam Tracks Midnight Drive guitar backing track in B minor. So let's see what we get. actually turn the pickup down. So there you have it. It's the Firefly FFLPS Les Paul style guitar in blue with gold hardware. A very attractive guitar. The action's very nice. Certainly a playable instrument. How much does this cost?
It was on promo for $189.
Okay.
Plus, I think it was $26 shipping.
Okay. So, a little over 200 all in. Not bad at all. It's certainly, if you took this out and, were playing on stage someplace, nobody would think that you had a $200 guitar.
Until you tried to turn down the sound.
Huh. Well, you just got.
And you wouldn't need a mic; you could just sing.
Yeah, you just got to have a volume pedal. Volume pedal can solve a number of problems. So, anyway, that's it for today. I'm Dan Ryan. Leah Ryan's behind the camera. We hope you will like and subscribe. Click the bell icon to be notified of our future videos. And we'll see you next time. Thanks.